Tonight, we're talking about time. Time really is the great equaliser, and whether we like it or not, it governs us all. What you do with your time is ultimately what defines your entire life, so it's pretty important. Managing and using time effectively, however, now that's easier said than done. I myself often lose track of time. Just look at how long it takes me to make a video. Rather than looking at another product that consumes time, tonight I thought we'd look at one that helps manage it. The smartwatch, a very modern take on a classic way of telling time. I thought we could look at not just how a smartwatch tells time, but how it performs in each aspect of time. Now, the watch we're looking at is an Apple Watch, but a lot of the same principles apply to Android Wear watches as well.
So get yourself a cup of tea or a beer if that's more your thing, and come along for the ride.
Smartwatches are not a new concept. We've been dreaming about computers on our wrists for centuries. The Apple Watch was announced in 2014, and while cool, it definitely isn't the most interesting or cheap smartwatch out there. However, if you have an iPhone like me, it's the smartwatch for you. Our particular model is the Apple Watch Series 1. It lacks a few of the features of the newer Series 3, but it's also much more affordable. The hardware, as you would expect from Apple, is incredibly well made. The high-res Retina display perfectly shows off some of the gorgeous watch faces and the delightful interface. The watch relies on your phone for most things, but it can store some music and photos on its own. It can then play back said music to Bluetooth headphones or Apple AirPods. I don't recommend using AirPods, meaning you can have music on your run and you only need to bring your watch. Inside, the Series 1 is packed full of useful technology, with some pretty impressive specs for a watch. So it's a pretty cool gadget, isn't it? But what's it like actually living with it? To test, I thought we'd take it to one of the most beautiful cities in the entire world. So pack your bags, we're going for an adventure.
If you ask me, Apple makes some of the most beautiful and useful technology in existence. But I was thinking about it. All this technology is only ever as good as its user. A MacBook can spend its entire life just scrolling through other people's work, or it can be used to make something of its own. And the only difference is the amount of effort the user wants to put in. And a smartwatch is no different. How useful it will be totally depends on how much you let the watch into your life. So how does it handle the three aspects of time? As I sit here in retrospect, watching the footage and writing this section, it's a bittersweet moment. I'm so happy that I got to experience Amsterdam, but a little sad that I had to leave so soon. I truly fell in love with the city. I just adored everything about it. I quickly became very fond of the trams as they whisked me through Amsterdam's busy streets. I loved the way they harmoniously shared the road with the people. I loved the beautiful old buildings, the never-ending river of bikes, and the way that the sunset looked reflecting off the canals. And while my watch helped me enormously while I was there, like making sure I made it to my favorite pancake place before it closed each day, it's my iPhone that allows me to sit here and relive the trip. And it's the computer at my feet that allows me to edit it all together and relive it with you. My point is that the smartwatch truly can't do much with the past. It is a device built almost exclusively for the present. There are many different schools of thought on how you should conduct yourself in the present. Get yourself out there and live in the moment. Or be careful. Take it slow. No matter how you live your life, no matter what it is you do, a smartwatch will make sure you do it on time. The present is what the smartwatch was really designed for, and it is here that it excels. As I said before, like with anything, the watch is at its best when you make an effort to use its features. Example, every morning when I would get up, I would look up where I needed to go on Google Maps, and I would put in the minutes until my tram would get to the stop. Then, when I left the Airbnb, I could take a scenic walk through the park, taking a glance at my watch every now and then, and still make it on time. Smartwatches do the best they can for the future, but sadly they can only give us the information they know. None of the current smartwatches have the ability to tell the future. They can't tell you your destiny, what the point of life is, or whether you should ask out that girl. It would be nice though, having your watch warn you before you inevitably step in a puddle or say something stupid. No person or watch can make any promises about what the future is going to be, but whatever it is, a smartwatch can at least make sure you get there on time. I'm Tim James. Thanks again for watching, and good night.